Imagine it's Christmas Eve 2025. You're standing in a room full of laughing people, holding a drink, watching them open gifts. They seem genuinely happy, but you feel absolutely nothing but a hollow ache in your chest. You see the patterns, the forced smiles, the shallow connections. You wonder if something is broken inside you. Why can everyone else just enjoy the moment while you're dissecting the psychology of every interaction? This isn't just holiday blues. It's the curse of seeing too much. It's the heavy price tag attached to your intelligence. Society sells us a lie. We're told that being smart, aware, and emotionally intelligent is the key to happiness. Knowledge is power, they say, but they never tell you that knowledge is also a burden. The more you understand how the world works, the harder it is to live in it blissfully. Think about the last time you tried to explain a complex feeling to someone, and they just looked at you with blank eyes. That isolation is the first symptom. Intelligence creates a gap between you and the rest of the world, and during the holidays, that gap feels like a canyon. We need to destroy the myth that awareness equals peace. Awareness is actually a state of constant conflict. Your brain is a machine that doesn't have an off switch. While others are sleeping, you're replaying conversations, analyzing motives, and predicting outcomes that haven't happened yet. Let's talk about the simulation of connection. Most people connect through shared surface-level experiences. They talk about the weather, the food, the game. For the highly aware person, this feels like suffocating. You crave depth, but the world offers you small talk. Meet James. He's a brilliant architect. At his office Christmas party, he's surrounded by colleagues. They're talking about their bonuses. James is thinking about the structural integrity of their relationships and the futility of their corporate ladder climb. He feels like an alien. James isn't being arrogant. His brain simply processes information differently. He sees the subtext while everyone else reads the text. When you see the strings controlling the puppets, it's impossible to enjoy the puppet show. And that realization is terrifyingly lonely. This leads us to the prediction trap. High intelligence often correlates with high pattern recognition. You know how the relationship will end before it starts. You know the apology is fake before it's spoken. You're living in the future while everyone else is stuck in the present. It ruins the magic. Ignorance really is bliss because ignorance allows for surprise. When your mind constantly calculates probabilities, you rob yourself of the joy of the unknown. You become a spectator in your own life, watching the script play out exactly as you predicted.
Consider Sarah, a therapist. She goes home for the holidays and watches her parents interact. She sees the codependency, the passive aggression, the unresolved trauma from 1995. She can't unsee it. She can't just be a daughter. She's stuck being an observer of dysfunction. This is the dark side of emotional intelligence. You absorb the unspoken energy of the room. You feel the tension that everyone else is ignoring. It's physically exhausting. By the end of the night, you're not just tired, you're depleted from carrying the emotional weight of 10 people. This brings us to the vacuum of meaning. Smart people have a desperate need for purpose. The holidays highlight this void. You look at the consumerism, the rituals, the obligatory cards, and your brain screams, what is the point of all this? While others find comfort in tradition, you find absurdity. You question the societal constructs that everyone else accepts as absolute truth. This existential dread isn't a defect, it's a side effect of a mind that demands logic in an illogical world. You might feel like you're defective because you can't just be happy, but happiness for the intelligent mind is not a default state. It's a hard-won achievement. It requires silencing the very machinery that makes you brilliant. And that silence is hard to find. Let's discuss the isolation of competence. When you're the one who always figures things out, People stop checking on you. They assume you're fine because you're strong. You become the therapist, the problem solver, the rock. But who supports the rock? Nobody asks the person with all the answers if they're okay. During the holidays, you're the one organizing, fixing, and managing. You're useful to everyone, but truly known by almost no one. Your competence becomes your cage. This is where resentment builds. You start to resent people for their simplicity, for their ability to be satisfied with so little. And then you hate yourself for being resentful. It's a toxic loop of judgment and self-judgment that spins in your head at 3 a.m. But here is the shift. You have to stop viewing your awareness as a defect. It is not a malfunction. It is a filter. Yes, it filters out shallow happiness, but it also filters out the fake, the manipulative, and the meaningless. It forces you to seek what is real. The pain you feel is the pain of growth. It's your mind refusing to settle for a life that is too small for it. The suffering comes from trying to cram your vast consciousness into the tiny boxes society provides. Stop trying to fit.
You need to find the tribe of the awake. You are not alone. You are just scattered. There are others who see the strings. There are others who dread the small talk. Finding them isn't easy, but one conversation with someone who gets it is worth 1,000 empty parties. Start using your pattern recognition for your own benefit, not just for analysis. If you can see the ending, change the script. If you know the interaction will be draining, set the boundary beforehand. Use your intelligence to protect your energy, not just to dissect it. Acceptance is the antidote to the prediction trap. Accept that most people are operating on autopilot. It's not your job to wake them up. It's not your job to fix their dysfunction. Your only job is to navigate through it without losing yourself. You must cultivate strategic ignorance. This is the conscious choice to not engage with every pattern you see. You see the bait? Don't bite. You see the manipulation? Let it pass. You don't have to call out every inconsistency. Sometimes peace is better than being right. Reframe your holiday experience. If the traditions feel empty, create your own meaning. Maybe your meaning is simply observing human nature with curiosity instead of judgment. Maybe it's finding one authentic moment in the chaos. Understand that your sensitivity is the source of your suffering, but also your power. The same mind that overthinks is the mind that creates, innovates, and deeply loves. You feel the pain more intensely, but you also have the capacity to feel beauty more intensely. Don't numb the pain. The alcohol, the distractions, the scrolling, they just delay the processing. Sit with the discomfort of being different. Let it burn away the need for validation from people who can't even comprehend your reality. The holidays are a magnifying glass for your internal state. If you feel lonely in a crowded room, it's a signal. It's telling you that you've outgrown your environment. It's not a sign of failure. It's a graduation notice. Stop apologizing for your depth. You don't need to lighten up. You don't need to stop overthinking. You need to find things and people that are worth thinking about. You need challenges that match your capacity. The dark price of awareness is loneliness, yes, but the reward is truth. You are living a life that is authentically yours, not a carbon copy of societal expectations. That is a rare and dangerous freedom.
Remember, the lighthouse is always lonely. It stands apart from the town, battered by the waves, shining a light in the dark. It doesn't get to be part of the cozy cottages, but without it, everyone crashes. You are the lighthouse. Your awareness protects you and guides you. It hurts to keep the light on when everyone else is asleep, but it's what you were built for. Don't dim your light just to make others comfortable in their darkness. This December, give yourself the gift of validation. Validate your own reality. Acknowledge that it's hard. Acknowledge that you see things others miss. And forgive yourself for not being able to pretend. Connect with your physical body. Your mind is a high-speed engine that overheats. Use the cold winter air, the physical sensation of movement, the taste of food to anchor you back to the present. Get out of your head and into your senses. Realize that relationships don't have to be perfect to be valuable. You can love your family and still see their flaws. You can enjoy a moment and still know it's fleeting. You can hold two opposing truths at once. That is true intelligence. Set boundaries on your intellectual labor. You are not the world's explainer. You are not obligated to teach everyone who doesn't understand. Save your best thoughts for those who can trade value for value. Embrace the solitude. Solitude is the laboratory of the brilliant mind. It's where you recharge, where you create, where you make sense of the chaos. Don't let society shame you for needing time alone during the festive season. Look for the glimmers. These are micro moments of genuine connection or beauty. A shared look with a stranger who also wants to leave the party. The quiet of the snow at midnight. These are the crumbs that feed the soul. Transform your suffering into art, into work, into strategy. The energy you spend ruminating can be redirected into building something undeniable. Let your dissatisfaction be the fuel that drives you to build a better reality. You are not broken. You are simply operating on a different operating system. You're trying to run high-end software on hardware that was built for basic survival. Be patient with the glitches.
The world needs people who feel the weight of it. It needs people who refuse to look away. Your suffering is evidence of your humanity, not a lack of it. It proves you are paying attention. As we move into the new year, decide to curate your life. Ruthlessly eliminate what drains you. Unapologetically pursue what stimulates you. You have limited bandwidth. Stop wasting it on static. The darkness you feel is just the shadow cast by your own light. The brighter the light, the sharper the shadow. Accept both. Integrate both. You cannot have the brilliance without the burden. Stop waiting for the world to catch up to you. It won't. You have to go where the other fast runners are. You have to build your own ecosystem where your intensity is an asset, not a liability. You might not fit in at the Christmas dinner table, and that is okay. You were not made to fit in. You were made to stand out, to see further, to feel deeper. That is your gift and your curse. The confidence comes from choosing quality over quantity, from accepting that being understood by few is better than being misunderstood by many, from recognizing that self-awareness is its own reward, even if it costs you the shallow connections you used to think mattered. Your self-awareness hasn't made you unlikable, it's made you incompatible with people who aren't self-aware. That incompatibility feels like rejection, but it's actually protection. You're being filtered out of dynamics that would require your unconsciousness to function. The dark side of self-awareness is that it ends your innocence. You can't unknow what you know. You can't return to comfortable unconsciousness. You're permanently changed, and that change is often lonely. But would you really trade it back? Would you really choose to be asleep again? Deep down, you know the answer is no. You would rather suffer in the truth than smile in the lie. And that is what makes you powerful. So carry your burden with pride. It's the weight of a mind that is truly alive. The price of awareness is high, but the cost of ignorance is your soul. Choose the pain of waking up.